Let's see. Hey, is anybody here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, this is funny. Hey, Griff, how you doing?
Pardon me. Good.
Good, good. This is the first time I've actually done a true hangout by myself, and I actually read the material last night to do it on YouTube. So I'm not sure if I'm on yours or if I'm on mine, but but this is kind of funny. It's kind of good though because
Well,
YouTube
as
is
long
going
as
to
you
be
know how to do it. I mean, that's the biggest thing.
yeah.
Uh, I don't know where everybody else is, so it's one of those things. It's right after the holidays, so nobody's interested.
Yeah. I know. Um, okay. Unbelievable. You have got so many new things. I'm just excited as I possibly can be because I looked at the video that I looked at your um, video uh, product last night. I also I looked at a lot of things that you've got, and it's just mind-boggling.
Well,
Really.
I do a lot of content. I haven't done honestly. I've not done any content for a long time.
Right.
Um, and I kind of do it as a filler when I have time. I really don't have any time now.
Yeah.
Um, I've
But
got
you're doing it.
Yeah, I've got to keep busy. I'm in too much freaking pain to not be busy
Oh my
because
God.
I stay focused on what I'm doing and I don't
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
worry about the pain.
You don't think about it. You don't think about it. Pain is awful. Pain is awful. And there's so many people right now who are in excruciating pain, like yourself. And there's a lot of people who are addicted to the pain medicine. So that is a huge, huge market. Let me tell you, there's two things that I need help on, and they're so simple. They are so simple. Uh, and over here laughing because
It's so simple.
they aren't simple. Let me just tell you, for an old guy like me,
Simple for
but
some people.
for you and for all the other members of the group. But I've got material. I've got some PLR niche type. I've got some websites. I've got some things that I need to get onto my site, and it's requiring that I know how to transfer it from a regular site to a WordPress site, but I don't know how to transfer it. Um, where would I find the best material and the best way to learn? Because I've got probably 40 or 50 different sites I need to transfer information from
Here's
one to another.
here's the issue.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the PLR crap that's out there is HTML.
Right.
Okay, so the easiest way. Now, I don't even know if that's the easiest way. What I do here's what I do. Okay,
Uh-huh.
if I see an HTML, if I have a PLR something or another, and it's HTML, I load it up onto the server, and I see it live. Okay,
Right. Uh-huh.
and I open up my WordPress site that I'm building, and I copy and paste.
But how do you transfer it from where it was originally and get it to
You
my
can't
site? Because
you can't get
I've got a, but all right, I just had a gentleman do 5 for me, and he did it like in an hour. He did all 5, popped it in there, but then I've got now 30, 40, 50 more, and they're all about different conditions like menopause, like weight loss, like osteoporosis. They're all different types of niches. I need the info on my website so I can transfer those um, into my Facebook programs where I'm gonna put it on my wellness train, and I'll do a drip like then I'm gonna build inside my wellness train a membership site. So I want to have on that train lots of cars and have a membership program. So what I'm lacking now is getting it onto my WordPress site and then hooking up on my WordPress because the Facebook is going to have PayPal. They will have PayPal, and that won't be a problem actually to put it into that. But I need to know and make sure that my hey James, make sure that my ClickBank. It just sounds so simple. And JVZoo and let's see, Stripe. All of those work with this because once I get that working, I can actually have people join my wellness train and pay me. So that's one of the little things. It's so simple, but yet I know it's not as simple as I would go.
I would go into what I would do is I would go into the WordPress repository.
Okay.
The plugin repository, and see if they've got. And I'm sure there is. I just don't use them. See if there's an HTML importer.
HTML importer. All right. I will find that out. I will find that out.
The way you build a blank page.
Yep.
Then you import the HTML from wherever it is. Save the page, and bang, you're done.
And actually, they said the people who did it the first time, they said they gave me a whole list of things that you do, but and I've just on this little page, I've got 5 programs. 5 total programs. They have already the products. All I need to do is hook it up now with my with the ClickBank and with all the other places. Amazon, they got tons of Amazon on there. So it's got like 40, 50 products on each site. So I've got about 40 or 50 sites. So now all I do is run traffic to that as far as putting it so people, when I have my little shows, I want to actually present and tell them, okay, here's what I've got. Come in and buy it, but I got to have it hooked up before I do that.
Well, you got 40 or 50. What you want to do is you want to have, if it were me, I'd have 40 or 50 landing pages out there for each of those offers.
Yes.
Each of those offers funnels back to the membership site.
Yep.
And you just take the content from whatever PLR content you've got and start building categories inside the membership site that they're going to pay for. That's all you have to do.
That's all right. So, but I just got to make sure that I do it right, and it looks, because you start running people
until you start.
Yeah, right. And if you start running it there and it's a mess.
And I'll tell you the other thing too is if you've got that many of them, and you've got somebody that can do it for you, let them do it.
All right. Okay, that's a great idea. Because
you're gonna burn daylight for days trying to figure this crap out when you could just make a phone call and say, "Hey, do this for me." Give them the links and let them go do it.
Gotcha. All right, that's probably the best thing. I've been playing with.
You can't do everything yourself. You just can't.
One more thing. I really like. I don't know if you've even heard of this group or not, but and James, I'm sure, 22 Social. 22 Social is a breakout group. They're kind of like yourself. They've got a niche. And it's all inside of Facebook. That really appeals to me because somebody like me who really, my sticking point is technology. I don't know all the technology that most everybody else does, but if they can get it so it's simple, and I can do a Facebook Live, which is really kind of my forte. I like that. I like that a lot. And do a Facebook Live, and then this YouTube Live is absolutely, the Hangouts is unbelievable. I like Hangouts because you can store all this stuff inside of a group in Facebook. that's amazing in itself.
Yeah, I agree.
So, but the other part of this equation, James, James is quiet right now. The other part of this equation is, Lord have mercy, there is so much money that people can make if they discover. There is so much, and it's a disservice right now if people don't realize and get to Griff's material, because that's a game changer. I am not. The more I look at it,
well, there's stuff that well, we got more stuff coming, and it's.
But it's not only that. Here's the thing: is you know the old saying, Thomas, you can lead a horse to water.
Yeah, right.
And that's how it is. We can give them the whole enchilada, but if they won't taste the dessert or they won't actually just do the couple steps, it doesn't mean a thing.
Yeah, I know. The problem with people, and you know it, both of y'all know this, the problem with people is they want simple things. But all you have to do, if you're a marketer, and I've been in the marketing part not as long as y'all have, by any way of the means, but I know that all of the material, the video, the ranking, the putting together all the pieces, and I'm talking about Mr. and Mrs. Public, the ones that's not making a penny, if they knew what they could do with Griff's products, you could turn marketing into the internet marketing into a winning proposition for tens of thousands of people.
Oh, yeah.
Because the key to it is, where is the solution to all of these people's problems?
Well, here's the problem. Everybody has a different problem.
That's right. But that's the wonderful part about your type of operation. When you go on the left wall of Easy Video Marketer RX, you've got the solution to 60 to 75% of everybody's problem. Now, you don't have it all. Nobody has it all. But you've got more solutions than anybody else out there, or there's nobody else that's going to have more, except for people like Google, Facebook, all of these huge companies. But you're an individual, so I think James, correct me if I'm wrong here, I think the solution of people not understanding what Griff's got is education.
I think it goes further than that, and it's not even educated. It's just I can be blunt. Laziness. Yeah. Here's the thing. You got okay, and Ben's, you know, in group. Okay, there might be about 698 people, 700 people. If you really look at it, out of all that huge percentage, there might be 2 or 3 people doing anything. And it's not like they don't know how to do it. And I've been thinking about it for the longest time. And even though he doesn't really teach how to do the ads in there, we know that. Okay, there's not really something that specifically says, okay, set it up this way. This is what you do, and this you start out with $5. It doesn't really point. And I understand that, because there's confusion. Because a confused mind will never make a decision. Number one thing. Right. And I think that really you need a step-by-step way to do it. Like, number 1, do this. Number 2, do this. Number 3, do this. Because most people, and you'll know this, Thomas, and I think the Griffo thing, most people want to be led.
Yeah, and they do.
And that's really it, because And I watch there because I always watch the news because it's so interesting. Even though I already know pretty much everything is, I feel I know everything that he knows. I really do. But I like to, for the psychological part and even help make our group better, I like to see how can we make it. And I know exactly where the thing is. Like, that's why I love Griff's stuff, because every one of his things is very simple to use. It's insanely simple, so you can't mess it up. But inside the other group, yes. If you did have a problem, Dan is on there, or any of those guys. They'll make tutorable. We have the best group, really, even though it's freaking small. But we have the most cohesive group here that I have ever seen. And I think that we just need more cohesiveness and more of a. I think, Thomas, you have something that's going to be huge, because right now you're taking the bull by the horns. You really have a focus now. You know where you're going into the wellness area, so you're pretty much 80%, 90% there. All you got to do is take it to another level, and that's it. But the rest of them, and remember what I told you. I told you this, and I really meant it. Out of 100 people, there will be one all-star. You remember me saying that. I believe that you're the all-star. You proved it. At first, I thought it was Dan or whatever, or maybe Marcel. You were like third horse in the race. You know that. You were third horse in the race. And all of a sudden, you basically overcame everybody. Am I right, Griff? He's basically taken over.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what. Somebody has to, because
they have to, but they don't always do.
No, that's right. That's right. The winner has to have a purpose. Number one, all right, I've got the health and wellness, but I tell you what, there's something much, much larger here. I think, all right, now here's the way I'm thinking about this whole proposition. Because number one, I've got the health and wellness. I know the niche there. But guess what? There's another niche that I think there's more money in than health and wellness, because, Facebook they don't like health claims. But suppose, now my way of actually making this thing work for health and wellness is education. The shows, the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and using video matrix to take the recorded information, put it back onto the air, and put a little money into it. But suppose we add the education for how to be successful with marketing, because I'm looking at the two people who actually can make this a really big winner with the marketing expertise. Griff's got the material. He's got the program. Nobody in this whole wide marketing extravaganza has what Griff has. I look at it. I see it. Now, maybe somebody has got a product that's better sometimes, but day in, day out, from top to bottom, you got 250 to 500 different programs that cover most everything you ever want to cover in marketing. And you cannot teach enthusiasm, but you can certainly teach how to make a video. You can teach how to do all the different facets of marketing. You can teach all that part. So if you got a winner, if you got, like you say, out of each 100, you're going to have one. All right, 98% or 95%, I don't know what the true number is, fail in marketing. And the reason they fail is they get into it, and all of a sudden there's a tsunami. There's a hurricane coming in of material that they don't know what to do with. So you educate and teach these people, and Andrew with 22 Social is a great teacher, and I listen to him every single day, just like I was listening for an hour to Griff, teaching me about the video parts, about the igniter, or there's so many programs I can't even keep up with everything. But the key to it is, if you teach the individuals what they need to know, and you can do it with Facebook Live, you can do it with YouTube Live, just get on the channel and make it happen. So take a certain segment of your business, and you know the health and wellness is going to do A-okay, but marketing could do even better because you've got the material, you've got the product.
Here's the thing, is that, and it really is, I even doing this when it was a newbie. Everything you need to know can be taught 10 times better than I can on YouTube, and it's already there.
Yeah.
That's 100%. I'm going to tell you why you made it and the other ones are not going to make it. I mean, I hate to say it, they'll probably never listen to this far. That's why I'm coming in here and saying it now, and I don't care what they think, but sometimes the truth hurts. You're an entrepreneur. Do you know what that means, Thomas? You own your own business. Did you own your own business before?
I did, yeah.
Okay, now, do you understand what I'm saying? Most people, they have to go out there and work for somebody because they don't have that entrepreneur mind that you have. You basically make it work, and you don't have no excuses. Basically, there is no excuses. You get it done, and you don't care how it gets done, but you get it done. The other people will overthink it, think, and they will not even start. And then it doesn't matter how much information I give them, they will never just start because they're not an entrepreneur. This business is not for everybody. I'm an entrepreneur, and I'll tell you why I'm an entrepreneur. The last time, and I'm 51 years old. The last time I worked for somebody was when I was 17 years old. Okay, so I don't know what it's like to actually work for somebody else. Every business I had was pretty much super successful. But the thing was, I had to make it work. Otherwise, I didn't eat. The other folks out there, they've never really, they might say they've been in business, but not very successful as you, Thomas, especially with your pharmaceutical and all that. They might have had things, but they didn't really do well. But they've been working for somebody all their life, so they are so used to being told what to do. What they need to do is be having somebody like you or me to be their boss. I hate to say it, but you know what? The truth hurts, and I don't give a crap. I'm going to tell you how it is. And that's why in the bench group is the same way. Wow, there's so many failures, and there's only a few successful ones. And here's the thing. They need somebody to say, okay, I want you to get this done, this done, this done. If you don't, your ass is fired. Get out of here and go find another job. And that's how rough you got to be with some people.
Yeah.
Tell me wrong.
Some people just need that. They need being told, because it's procrastination at the maximum. Now, there are certain things some people can't do. There's things I get so mad at myself for not being able to do it and not knowing how to do it.
You don't remember what I told you before, there has to be penalty. If you don't have the penalty, and here's the thing, if the penalty isn't big enough or bad enough, you will still procrastinate. If I tell you you didn't get some, I don't know what, let's say whatever you have to do, you maybe make a website, I don't care what it is. And I said, if you didn't do what you did, I'm going to actually trash your whole room with a sledgehammer. I'm going to put holes in your walls. I'm going to smash your books, your pictures, everything that you hold dear if you don't get that job done. And I bet you any amount of money you would actually get a job. So I won't put holes in your wall with a sledgehammer and break everything up. Am I right?
You're right. That's the name of the game.
The penalty is not big enough. And that's the thing. For me, see, the penalty never had to be big because my whole thing was I ran by reward. So if I knew I was going to make this or make this, I will work, even though that I'm only getting paid, make this, I will work 10 hours longer just to make sure it's done.
No, to understand it, to know it. And like last night, I just, it's just the last few days that I realized that YouTube is what now has Hangouts. And, it's simple it's not simple because I was learning this. I was learning the little extra things that you got to do with YouTube, well, Hangouts on YouTube, it's a little bit different, but not much different. But I've never really done until I put it together a while ago, the Hangouts, and I may still not be on our, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So, but you know, the name of the game is get in front of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that, Griff's done it, James has done it. That's how you got where you are today. You got in front of the camera. You didn't care what anybody felt about you or wanted to talk about you. You just got in front of the camera because you knew X number of people were going to be responsive, and that's the deal.
You know what it is? I'll tell you, it's more than that. And I tell. That's Dave.
Hey, Dave.
And you will know more than me. First of all, after a while, you get beat up so much in this business. No, you will. You'll have the likes of Stephen Gilbert go after you. And Stephen Gilbert go after me. And you know what? I got screenshots to show worse stuff that he's done. And I have never done whatever he tried to go after me for. And I'll say his name. I don't care crap. But see, once you get beat up so bad, you become numb. If I keep on whipping you in the back, will you feel it anymore after a while? No. You become anesthesia. Every one of you guys will get beat up by some jerk out there. And you know what? All they're trying to use you as a pedestal to get on top of you to make themselves bigger. Brett Kentucky did that to me. And all of a sudden he used me and he skyrocketed because he was able to attack me. And then I told him, I said, please don't go after if you didn't like something. Like, for example, he didn't like my logo that I liked for the thing. And if you go inside, I said, please don't actually rip or beat up on my thing because that's how I put food in my family's mouth. He also screenshot that private message, which is wrong on Facebook. Man to man, you do not screenshot somebody else's private message. And I think that's totally shitty. But and now see, but I can say that now because I'm not in fear of him before because I thought of my business. Now I'm like, hey, you know what? Go F yourself. But after you get beat up in this business, it doesn't mean it. But see, that's when you're going to succeed much more because now you can go further without caring what people think and do what it takes without worrying about retaliation. That's one thing that I admire about Griff. He just doesn't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Griff will tell you to go F yourself if you basically shit on him or anything, which many people have. I totally admire and respect him for that. There's somebody that totally crapped on him. You know what? Don't go F yourself and the horse that you rode in on or something like that. You know what? You got to respect that. And there's a group inside there that actually he told him off or whatever. I think it was Zamora. You know who I'm talking about. And he just told him, he closed it. I was like, wow, I'm so happy and proud to be his partner. He basically said, you know what? One of your customers actually asked me for support and everything, which was showing everybody that this was his product. How cool is that?
I don't, the problem is, no, it's not a problem. It's just me. I really don't give a rat's ass. I am old enough that I don't care. You know, I've spent the last 3 years building this business, and I'm going to keep building it for as long as I can build it. Mm-hmm. It's doubling in income every year. It's doing okay. I mean, I'm not getting rich by any means because I put every nickel I get right back into something that revolves around it in one way or another. But then I don't have a whole lot of expenses that a lot of guys have. So, I mean, I live in a little different world than a lot of guys do. I've got a nice corner lot. It's about I forget what it is. But so it's between 1/2 and 3/4 of an acre. My mortgage payment with insurance and taxes is $584 a month.
Wow.
But see, that's a secret.
And I live in a neighborhood where the average home is worth $250,000. So I live in a little different world than a lot of guys do. But I put myself here. We were looking for a little place to rehab, and this was a little place. We paid $65,000 for it. Cash on the barrelhead, I had to get off the road. I mean, there's things I wanted to do. I found a deal and I made it work. And I tore up my shoulders doing it. I mean, that's why my rotator cuffs are still torn. That's probably how I screwed up the rest of my hip too. But and sitting in front of these screens for 14 hours a day doesn't help. But not when your hips are bad, because when you can't get up and you can't get down. I can't get in bed. Once I'm in bed, I can't roll over, and then I can't get out of bed. So it's like life is a bitch most of the time. And I don't take painkillers. I mean, I've got a lifetime prescription for Vicodin. If I take one once a week, that's a big deal. I hate that shit. I just hate it. But there are days that I just can't tolerate it. But woe the marketer that gives me a ration of shit when I'm on drugs, because you know what?
They deserve it. They deserve it.
The boxing gloves come off, you know. It's just, all right, you rattled my cage. Here it comes, because I don't have time.
But here's the thing. These guys, and what's this funny story? Even Michael. Okay, I'll give Michael as an example. Michael told me what he said. And then I hit Griff up or anything. He said, Griff showed me the screenshot. He basically was 10 times worse to Griff. Really 10 times worse, where that he shouldn't have even said that to somebody like Griff.
Wow.
And I was trying to be the peacemaker, you know what I'm saying? And if the time comes where he actually shows you, you'd say, oh my gosh, that's not good. But there's young people in, see, here's the thing. And here's to help you guys. It's always better to try in the beginning, try to be as nice as you can. Okay, but sometimes you gotta, and here's another thing. I'm gonna help you. I can't help Griff no more, because Griff is gonna basically take a sledgehammer to people. Best thing is let it go, because it could come back and haunt you, bite you in the ass, especially when you're getting, see, Griff's already established. You can't do a Griff. Griff is already basically known as one of the best software developers in the game, and I've heard that by multiple people. You have to basically bite your tongue. I still bite my tongue and everything, but a lot of times, you know what? I kind of want to say something, but I write it, but I delete it. That's what Abraham Lincoln used to do. He would write the nastiest letters that, how could you actually let these guys actually go through, with the Union and all that stuff or anything? And then he would actually put it inside his drawer, not ever mailed. But I kind of do the same thing. But you're gonna meet up with nasty marketers. You're gonna meet with nasty people that just want to step over you, or just because they're just jerks. Yeah. But you're gonna learn how to actually keep your mouth shut. Here's another thing: never fight in a beehive. A beehive means that if they're online and they got about 10 cronies there in the background, right? And you're going up against one against 10, you ain't gonna survive. I had you guys know Stephen Gilbert. He did that to me. He had like 10 or 15 of his cronies, and I couldn't battle with that. I wanted to actually take him online and say, hey, let's talk on a Hangout. I'll show you things. He says, you're not going to bully me into actually going on to a Hangout. So how am I bullying? You're actually talking. I'm just saying, let's talk mano a mano. You want to do that?
No.
And that's how it was. Nobody wants to fight you or actually talk about it mano a mano. I don't want to sit there, tap, 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 and have 10, 12 other cronies actually attacking me in the background. I can't do that. And plus, I lost part of my finger. I'm a bad typer. But I'm a talker. So I'm just giving you suggestions, really. Don't ever try to go up against somebody where you type it back and forth with about 10 or 12 other of their posse, you might say, because you're gonna die quick. If you're gonna do it, take them on a Google Hangout or a Skype and talk it out man to man, how honorable men do. That's what I suggest. But they're not honorable. That's why they won't get on a Google Hangout or Skype with me. None of them will. I promise you that. Because they're, as they say it, they fear me. Because I'm a talker.
Yeah. Either of you guys doing Instagram at all?
No, I'm not doing Instagram.
Not much. I just don't have time. But Instagram is the place, and you got the new program. So that's the other thing. I didn't get to that last night, but I gotta look at that.
Yeah, I
bought some Instagram products a while back, which apparently turned out to be shit. I can't remember who it was from. It was definitely a JV Zoo product. But I remember looking in the Facebook group, and everyone was just slating the support. I didn't even install it or check it out or see what it done. I just thought it seemed decent at the time, but I know everyone was slating it because it was so badly I don't know whether it was the support or the design or whatever.
Yeah, there's three. I made 3 programs that I was going to really get involved, keeping you healthy, wealthy, wise. Let's see, keep what is another one about the other aspect is take it local, because Instagram is a local type product. And of course, if it's owned by Facebook, it's going to be a winner. And the third one, let's see, I think I got my coffee on there. So I've got 3 programs but I've never put anything on there, because right at that time is when the guy from Australia, let's see, who's really done well, but it's all about pictures, and you've got the video maker, from what I understand.
Yeah, well, we got all kinds of shit, but the one I've been working with and playing with it, and I really like it. And it's not done by my guys. My guys
Really?
are going to implement it for me. But this it's not a new developer, but he's got his act together, and his stuff is really good. I tried an Instagram product a year ago, and I tied myself to a developer in Vietnam, and the guy turned out to be a complete horse's ass.
Wow.
And then about 6 months later, they did a re-release with a couple of guys out of the UK, and they just got absolutely ripped a new asshole for it. Because the guy's shit don't work. I mean, flat ass doesn't work. And same with Luke's. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't work.
Luke is who, yeah. Luke is who, I've had 3 of Luke's products, and I've never been able to implement it because it does take a lot of time. I mean, you just can't do it all. But
what I need is a couple of beta testers. So I put the link in the chat. And sign up for it. Make sure the emails work, because I haven't tested them yet.
Got you.
There's a 7-day free trial. Just go in and play with it. It's not.
I will.
Don't worry about being billed or rebuild. This thing is not through JVZoo. I do not have PayPal hooked up yet. What the system does is it sends an invoice at the end of the period. So if you sign up for 30 days, it's no recurring. You're done. When you go to log in, it's going to tell you it's expired and you got to re-sign up. So there are some say I'm taking this mainstream, which is why I'm taking that approach. The only complaints I ever get are rebill issues and people hating rebills, and they're not knowing what's coming out of their account and all this other crazy crap. I love it because that's what I live on. But the real world absolutely hates it. General Joe Blow hates it. So this is different. But all the features in it are working. And you can store your stuff in Dropbox, Google Drive, and OneDrive. So you don't have to keep it on your computer. So stuff that you're posting, you can actually serve it right from Dropbox or Google Drive or wherever. I've got the login stuff is tied to the account. So once you become a member, you can just hook your stuff up and you're all done. But it's cool stuff. I'm working on the front end now. I'm going to work on the balance of the mechanics tonight. It'll be all done tonight, I think.
That looks good.
Yeah, it's a good sales page on the front end.
Definitely, I like it a lot.
Yeah, the back end, there's nothing there yet. It's just all temporary crap. But
that other one that I bought was called Instapilot by Sam Robinson.
I don't know, that thing didn't work.
All right.
Not a developer. He's one of Becker's partners. So
Alex Becker.
Sam Baker.
Sam Becker. That's Sam Becker's partner. No, man, his shit don't work.
No wonder.
You're going to find out that a lot of these guys, very few people actually partner up or work with a software developer such as Grip. Most people, what they do inside here is they go and they purchase a copy of something, and then they say, okay, let's get this going. And a lot of times that doesn't even work anyway. But there's not a developer on that JV partnership, and so that's why Grip is mentioning that this might not work, because a couple guys you mentioned are just JV recruiters such as me. We don't know how shit about building software, and I'm the first thing to say it. I don't know my way around it, but Grip, my partner, is one of the best ones in the business. Very few people have Grip.
Well, I'll tell you what. As on this Instagram thing, I bought the extended licenses for the script, and the script cost me $350. And that's before the plugins, and they're extended licenses on all the plugins too. So it's going to cost it's cost me $500-600 to before I start playing with it, build the website, and making sure everything works and all the BS that has to go into it. And then that's all before I have to have my guys implemented inside of agency. Should I take it there? But I don't know that I'm going to take it there. It's not for everybody. Instagram is something that everybody should be doing. There's 70 million people using it. But they use it for a lot of crap. But all the big brands use it. So
Right.
there's segments there that are important. So I thought it's time to do an Instagram product. This is I investigated the developer. I've gone through all of his threads. His support is 5 stars. I sent him 3 tickets, and within hours I've had answers.
Awesome.
So I have no issue promoting and playing with this guy's script. And he's made it open-ended enough that he's allowing outside programmers to develop modules to go inside of it that can be sold in Code Canyon. So it's solid script.
Great.
That's cool.
So that's that part. Now the other part, as far as agency is concerned, my guys have been on holiday. They come back. They'll be back on the 9th. But the one thing they did do for me before they left is we did some major enhancing to the video player.
Yes.
And the
Tell me
video
about
player now is top notch. And you can actually, what I had them put in there was a preview. So now you can make all your selections, because you got a page full of what do we want to do, what don't we want to do, all that stuff. Hang on a minute. Let me see what she wants. I don't think I can do this. Hey, I'm on a webinar. What are you doing?
Oh, okay. Call me later.
Everybody just said hi.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Have a good day, everybody.
You
I'll talk to
too.
you later. Bye.
All right. Toodaloo.
Bye.
Bye.
That's my
Do all you guys have I know Grip does. Do all you guys have Instagram accounts?
No.
Please get one. I mean, that's very important and everything. I'm going to show you a little bit about Instagram within about 2 minutes so that you guys have a clue what's going on here. Hopefully I can do it for your application.
But back to the video player. Let me finish up with that.
That's what I want to find out.
The preview feature in that alone is something that's valuable.
Yep.
Because now you can see what skins are going to be on it, what shadows are going to be on it, what colors are going to be on it. And the cool part about the player is pre-roll, mid-roll, outro ads, pop-up clickable ads. That's vitally important if you're serving video from your website.
Wow. That's
Take video from YouTube, Vimeo, and self-hosted. It can go 3 ways. And you can have the plain player, or you can hook it to your YouTube channel and it will have the playlist. So you can actually put that player with a playlist on a page, and people can watch every one of your stinking videos and never leave the page.
That's cool, because I actually I was watching your sequence as far as the Ignite. I believe it's the Igniter. There's about 10 different videos back to back. Period.
Yeah, we can do lots of things. That's important. That video player, I have never promoted it, ever. It's never been a launch. It's going to be a launch.
Good.
So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start promoting every little stinking bit and piece inside the agency on its own, which I've never done before.
That's dynamite because people get lost. They should know it. They don't know it. Even some of us, I mean, we've got to go through it 100 times to figure out what all you got. I mean, that's just unbelievable.
Half the time. I'll get with my developers and I'll go, Canuck, I need this. He says, we already got it. Where is it? He just laughs at me, but he knows I'm old and drugged. So
Question. All right, let me ask the question now. All right. When we fix up, since I'm doing a lot of Facebook Live, and I'm doing it with vMix, okay? So you've got your vMix
new version yet?
Say it again.
Did you download the new version yet?
No, I have not. No, I'm just doing,
vMix 20 came out last night.
You're kidding me. I did not know. I got to figure out what that does. But anyway, the name of the game is with Facebook. If you have the video, let's see, the item that will play it at certain times, can you have commercials? Because I know Facebook does not like for you to have anything that you sell on there. Or am I just thinking wrong there?
No, ads allowed in the live stream.
It is not allowed.
Not allowed.
Okay, so don't put any commercials on there, but you can have your intro, outro, and you can have your call to action.
Call to action, yes.
Yep. So basically, all right, so the name of the game is to set up at, say, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, go all through the day with different programs. And if you do that, that's going to build your list. And with the video matrix, that actually helps your YouTube and Google and all of the your traffic. But if you put money into advertising, then that's sort of the way you can build an audience much, much, much quicker.
Yeah.
Correct?
Definitely.
All right.
Yeah. All right, James, go back to Instagram. What do you have on your mind?
Yeah, good.
I just wanted, with Instagram, start building up your Instagram pages. I think that you still have Instagram, that software inside your agency, Griff?
No.
Okay.
Instagram stuff. I just put the link in the chat. Sign up for the new one. Start using it.
Yeah, start using it. Here's the thing: is that I found out when I shot a video, especially when you get a bunch of followers, it seems like on Instagram they're much more receptive than they are on Facebook. That's huge.
Actually, you're absolutely right there, because my other half, she's recently just started using Instagram, and she put up pictures from her website, which are like really awesome, because she's vegan and she's put up these beautiful vegan pictures and stuff of recipes and whatnot. And I'll tell you what, within 20 seconds, she had people liking it, and she was like, what? She looked at her phone and she was like, why have I, how did this person know? How did they just,
Yes.
It's all in the hashtag.
Yeah, especially in your meetings. Yeah, hashtags. That's very important. I'm glad Rick mentioned that. Use your hashtags. Start getting, because that's a social media platform that may be really big. And if you're not on it now, you may be behind the 8 ball. I have like 683 followers, okay, which is kind of tough to get on. Some people have more, but they're doing some shenanigans, I think, to get a lot more. That's just my opinion. But here's another thing, is that when you start liking people, whatever, or start following, they start following you. I follow maybe 283, but I have 683 followers. A lot of times it's lopsided where that some people like 1,000 and they only have 200 followers. So you got to watch for the balance. Does it make a difference? I don't think it really matters, my opinion. But that's just something to start looking at, and especially now the grip's starting to get into Instagram software.
I'll tell you, I am extremely pleased. I'm not afraid to take this script mainstream. I just like it. I love the simplicity. I love the look of the UI. I love everything about it because it's brain dead, stupid easy. It really is. It is so easy. And scheduling posts is a no-brainer. And it does storybooks. It'll do storybook videos. It does all the cool stuff that you need to do on Instagram. I was talking to the developer last night because the only thing it doesn't have is auto likes. But auto likes are going to be out next week. So I'll buy, when that module is released, I'll plug it in. See, I don't, it does the auto follow and the auto unfollow, which is important. Auto liking, I don't know that I'm crazy about because that throws up spam triggers all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
I hear you get shut down. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I really backed off totally from Instagram. I was reading people were getting shut down left, right, particularly with Luke's product, and there was a couple more. Yep.
Yeah, I heard the same thing.
Here's the thing with Instagram, and I'll tell you guys a secret. The script, when it talks to Instagram, it's talking to Instagram as a mobile device. It's using the Android API.
Gotcha. All right.
There's only so many things you can do with your thumb so fast. All right. So the key to Instagram and software is slow and easy.
Yep.
Spread it out. Let it take its time. Do a little bit every day. Don't try and blast out a ton of shit in 5 minutes because it ain't going to work. You're going to get slapped and you're done.
Mm.
That's the key. That's the secret. Because they watch the metrics. They watch the speed at which things happen. And if they even smell a hint of spam, you're done.
YouTube also. I mean, that's been the big argument against automation in YouTube.
They've really changed their interface as well.
Anywhere, yeah. And that's one of the things I like about this new Instagram software is you can set the speed. Just let it take its bloody time. Just do it.
Gotcha.
Spread it out and do it. And you're safe and sound. As long as it thinks you're a mobile device in somebody's hand, you're good to go.
Good. That's great.
That's good to know.
It's a whole new ball game. That's a whole new ball game. Facebook loves it.
Yeah, you have to be on top of things. But I'm happy with what's going on at the moment.
Griff, you said you had something coming out which would help rank videos or something, or help us, or help agency, or help something.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Like
I said, my guys have been on vacation for a week, so my head's been kind of out of the software. I've been trying to do some stuff for me. I had the content launch that actually I had two of them that went out because I wanted to get some new content out. They're working on a Google thing. We're working on, well, when they get back, the other thing that we're working on is you're going to be able to search for age domains, see what they're all about, and actually purchase them right from inside of agency. So it's going to scrape.
Age domains will help your websites get ranked faster, especially if they're indexed.
Yeah, so we're going to scrape the auction sites. We're going to see what's, if you want to buy something, you can bid on it. And then you can actually, if you want to do a domain search itself and buy a domain on your own, you can do that. And you'll be able to do all of that from within inside of agency. You won't have to go anywhere else to do it.
Question. All right. When you say scrape, I really get that doesn't really mean anything to me. I know that scraping in the old days was when people would get everybody's information. They would put it into their auto responders and send emails to folks. But when you say scraping, when you're talking about this process,
scraping is finding.
Finding. Okay, gotcha.
Scraping is a lousy word. There's a lot of bad connotations that come with that word. And I've been slammed for it a couple of times because I have a bad habit of still using that term. You're still searching and finding. I mean, searching and finding is scraping. Scraping is searching and finding. You only put lipstick on a pig one way. So, it does the same thing. So.
Really? All right. That's funny.
Yeah, but you'll piss people off if you say scraping.
Any other questions or?
Yes. What is the secret to Griff getting his video ranked for his launch? Besides just buying likes.
I haven't done anything special with my stuff. I mean, as far as my own personal stuff.
When you did that launch recently, I think that Dan was inquiring about.
I just put it up. You see, here's a secret. All right, this is another secret. All right, it depends on the channel I put it on.
It's an age.
My main YouTube channel is creeping up on 8 years old. It's been verified and in good standing for 8 years.
Yeah, I think I noticed it was about 2008 or 2009.
Yeah, it's been around for a while. Channel. One of them.
And that video alone had about 1,700 likes.
If I stick a video up there, I make it public. Yeah, it's gonna rank, but it's nothing I'm doing. That's all Google, and I put no juice behind any. I'm not putting any juice behind anything that I'm doing on that channel. I don't.
Gotcha.
James is the same way. I mean, he's got old channels. You put a video up there, and people are going to watch it, and they're going to like it. So that's just.
It really is. Here's the thing, guys. I still have so many freaking channels. I don't really know them all, but I can find them if I needed to. I'm talking about maybe 50, 60, maybe more than that even in the old days. I'm talking about old, when YouTube finally just started coming out and everything. My opinion right now, start making them now. Because years from now, you'll be glad you did. And that's really how. And just let them sit, put a video or don't even put a video on them. But they'll be aging and aging and aging. And I promise you, the minute the time where you'll remember this conversation back then, this is the thing that James got character told me to start making them. It don't cost you anything. You forget about it. Let's say, for example, it's 2 years from now. That video channel is 2 years old. It's getting aged.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do. And I'm the same way. I mean, I probably have 10 or 15 of them that I don't even remember what the hell they are, where they're at.
No, because I'll tell you why I had to make so many of them. I was one of the original offliner guys who was going after offline people, like the rippers and all that bullshit, right? Back in the old days, I had to make how it worked was to actually create a Gmail, you had to have a burner phone or a dummy phone that you bought at Walmart. You catch on what I said? You had to have, and that dummy phone, whatever, was good for maybe 2 or 3 Gmails, all right? That you can make 2 or 3 Gmails. And after I got done, I would have to make my videos, whatever, and then I would forget about that Gmail, then I move on. And that's why I have so many of them, because I was in the offline business for so long that I had to keep on doing that because I had to make multiple videos for them. And that's what you need to do now, because I promise you, what's going to happen with Gmail or YouTube, they're going to start limiting it again. They're going to make it tougher for you to make Gmails because they don't want so many Gmail accounts. That's just how it is. Why? Because you're type A-holes. And the same thing with Facebook. Facebook's jerks. You better start making more Facebook, things. Pretty simple to do it. Do it under your, here's the whole thing. If you have an email, you can make a Facebook. That's all it is. Make it under dummy accounts. And the whole thing with that is that you can change the names. You know you can change your name. You know, I have a few of them. I don't have as many as I should, but I have enough of them. Because Facebook has always changed their rules. And sooner or later, you're going to get into Facebook ads. When you have more of an aged Facebook account, they will allow you to do much more than a new account.
Everything,
so that's worth some money.
Everything comes with age.
That was a mouthful, but you know what? Like I said before, guys, there is not much more that I can do or tell you. The only difference, and I mentioned to Thomas before everybody else came on, is the difference is that you have to have the entrepreneur mind. A lot of people, they say, oh, geez, I can't get myself going. That's because they're used to having a boss to tell them what to do. An entrepreneur man knows what he writes his checklist or his things to do for the day. And it's not. That's what an entrepreneur does. That's why I was telling Thomas, and you remember, that there might be a couple people out of 100 that may make it. The other people, they need a boss or somebody to tell them, so do this, and do this. If you don't do this, don't come in the next day. You know what? That employee will get everything done. But the problem is that the pain isn't big enough as what a boss would give you, because he would actually fire your ass. You're not going to fire your ass. So you'll basically keep on scraping by or hoping that you'll make something of it. But you could have done it if you had a boss telling you, well, what I want you to do is I want you to make 10 Gmails. I want you to make 10 YouTube channels. I want you to do this. And don't come in the next day if you don't make it. You know what's going to happen? You're going to make those 10 YouTube channels, those 10 Facebook accounts, those 10 YouTube accounts by tomorrow. Otherwise, he's going to ring you out the next morning. Am I right? Hell yeah. Why aren't you doing it? Because you can't make yourself do it because you need a boss. Otherwise, if you can, then you're an entrepreneur. That's the difference between an entrepreneur and an employee. If you're going to have the employee mind, you will never become rich. I'm just telling you the truth. You want to hear the truth, or do you want me to babysit you? You need to, and if you don't have it, it doesn't matter if you don't have it, because you can become it.
Yeah.
It's already in the planning for me. I've taken Friday off, driving down this weekend to go look at places along the coast, because we want to move out of London, and that'll mean that I have to quit my job. So I'm planning it already.
Get busy.
Yeah,
Yep.
get real busy.
So I just thought of something really weird here, and I was just playing with cameras. Now this doesn't affect anybody for any reason, but you realize that I'm on camera with Google, and Sandy called, and I was on the same camera with Skype, and I can't figure out for the life of me how it split the feed. That's
Interesting.
That's a very curious, interesting thing, because one app should control the camera.
How about that?
Not both. So,
But did she call you on Skype or on
Skype? And I answered it on Skype, and we were.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. One app should control the camera.
Right.
Yeah.
Microsoft. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a very curious anomaly that just happened here. It just hit me.
Well,
It's like,
mind you, in saying that, Microsoft do own Skype, so they could be watching us.
you never know what the hell they're doing. You know, really.
You know who's watching? You don't know the person in India or Pakistan or what I was watching right now, to be honest, or anything. And they can do it. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of stuff that they can do that you don't even know. This was probably about 7 years ago when I started working with a character called Rico. He's a famous hacker. I didn't know he's a hacker, but you know, his whole house got ramshacked. But I found out that he was in. I'm gonna say his first name's Jay, and his last name is, you know what I'm talking about. One last. He was able to tell me where he was going to the gym. So he was. I mean, all they have to do is they give you a link. You click that link, they can actually follow everything inside your computer and everything. There's some dangerous people out there that have some mad skills and everything. And so you got to be careful even what links you're clicking, what websites you're going into. I mean, it's kind of vicious out there. I almost really, and I really do recommend this. Rick can't do it, of course, but if you don't keep a lot of stuff on your computer, clean your computer out or redo it to brand new again every 6 months, maybe even sooner, because of all the crap you got on your computer. You don't even know about the like the notifications. You don't, and I've actually found out all the notifications from Facebook when I was on. So I went in there and I deleted them all. Griff knows what I'm talking about. He knows his way inside. But what I just holy shit, look at all these notifications that I somehow got on, and I just spent almost about 40 minutes just bam, 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 deleting them all.
Wow. You got to get rid of all the old crap. And there's people out there that are starting to spam Dropbox too, so you got to be careful with your Dropbox accounts.
Yeah, I've already started getting it myself.
Yeah, you've been getting some PLR offers.
Yep.
They're mailing.
Yep.
Don't open them.
No ways.
Just get rid of them.
Here's a question, Griff, real quick.
Yeah.
And I'm probably sharing emails. I don't know what the hell's happening. But just recently, I'm finding people, I'm getting emails from everybody, and especially a lot of products that I haven't even purchased and everything. I know you guys probably see the same thing, where you're getting emails from people that you never purchased products from. What's going on? Are they scraping emails, or what are they doing?
No, somebody's sharing a list.
Have you guys been getting that too, where you're getting
Yep. I'm getting that as well, but you can get that from retargeting as well.
You can get it from retargeting, but mostly it's the JVs sharing lists. They're giving their lists away. You can be on one guy's list, and then by the time 30 days or 60 days go by, shit, that list has been shared 15 times. So you're on 15 brand new stinking lists. I got emails this morning for a couple of offers this morning.
Me too.
From marketers that I've never had anything to do with ever anywhere for any reason. So I know where they're coming from. I know who's sharing the list.
Oh, we know. I mean, just like I've gotten, with that first initial S, what I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. How many have gotten emails from that guy? I know you all have, because he's one of the ones that are inside that group, that circle. And he's and the biggest mouse. Here's the other thing you guys gotta find out. Because I'm gonna share a lot of stuff with that. You guys aren't at that level yet. One of the insiders, the ones that actually yell the loudest and call that person a bully or whatever, or sharing that whatever. That's the person most likely doing it.
Oh yeah, it's always
trying to scare everybody else from doing it. So they take the focus off them, but they're really doing it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's exactly the way the ball rolls. It's just
that's really it. And you know what? And sooner or later you'll get to different levels as you get up higher. You'll reach this level. You'll surpass me. I promise you that or anything. The Bible, even what I do now, you will actually do more in the future. Jesus said that, right? So, but the whole thing, like I said before, is that you guys are going to do surpass me and grip. Sooner or later, you're going to be buying stuff on. It might be a couple years, few years, whatever, because you're going to learn what we're doing real quick. You're going to be basically going up the escalator a lot faster because you're inside this group, and you're hearing the truth from somebody that really cares.
See, this is something that I try, and I shouldn't ignore it, but I do. I ignore it because I got tunnel vision, so I get stuck looking at things I shouldn't be looking at. The JV world, this IM niche that we're in, is considered a micro niche. It is not a large segment of the internet. It is a very tiny, small, segmented portion of the internet that we're all trying to make a living in. The smart people are the people that are going out after the mainstream traffic, because there's 99% more in mainstream traffic than there is in the IM world. You try and get out there and depend on affiliates to mail your shit. Well, you know what? A good Facebook ad will produce more than a JV launch. That's the honest to God's truth. A $5 spend or a $20 spend will return more than any affiliate on JV Zoo.
True.
That's the truth.
That's why we were teaching Facebook ads back then. I taught you everything I need to know. Anything that you need to know, you just look it up on YouTube. It's freaking easy. See, the one thing you got to find learning with Facebook ads or YouTube ads is when you start doing is when you start learning. I can tell you how to ride a bike, but until you jump on the bike and start pedaling, that's when you're really going to learn.
Yeah. I just bought a product this morning, and it's a bunch of, well, they call them banners, but they're banner templates. But they're ad templates is what they are for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, in about 8 different niches. And I was only interested in the business niche. And if you saw the front page of Instapost, that red and white one with the girl was one of the set that I bought this morning. I threw it into Photoshop, added a photo, changed the text, threw it up on the page. That's an Instagram banner. That's what that is. That's all it is.
Here's the second thing. If you guys see somebody who's very successful, I tell Rick all this time, you don't want to exact rip them off, but you want to kind of tweak it a little bit. Don't be afraid to actually copy, but tweak it a little bit so you're not ripping them.
The shit you can all go buy. Hang on here a minute. Let me go see if I get a link. Inky deals.
I mean, even videos, guys. You see so many different videos. You can do similar things in your videos that are catching attention. Watch the Becker guys and the other guys that are out there, the Cardones.
Here, let me go.
They're not much smarter than you. They just have a few more years of experience in it than you do. And plus, they're not afraid to be on camera. Just like you said, Thomas. Watch how many videos they're always on. Like Frank Kern, he's getting older, he's getting more tired, he's getting more lazy. But if you watch the Beckers and you watch the other guys out there, they're on camera all the time.
Yep, that's the game.
You're building the tribe of Thomas. That's what it is. The cult of Thomas. You got to get out there, do boom, boom, boom. And let me tell you something. In psychology, we all know this. The more that you see something, is the more that you like it.
Yep, always the case. Always the case. Mm-hmm. Well, I popped that link in there, so if you guys want to go check out Inky Deals, they've got all kinds of crap you can buy.
Inky Deals.
Thanks, Griff.
Well, they do. They've got specials. And once you're on their list, then, of course, then you get all the specials. But you never know what they're going to have that you might want. You might want a new font for your website. You might want a new font for something. You might be designing a new image, and you need it to look different. Well, the only way you're going to make it look different is to have a different font.
Here's another thing, guys, you help out. Thomas, everything, and then Dave, and then whoever you want to click in. You know what? Group buy. You know what I'm talking about? Group buy?
Yeah.
You guys don't know that. First of all, you know what? Because if you group buy some of this stuff, you're still using it. You're still purchasers of it. You're going to save a shitload of money, and you can go further and expand your reach. Where do I get that?
Just
Backpack group.
Yeah, well, this stuff's never expensive. It's $25.
It's not expensive, but I'm just talking about. What I'm saying is that in case something's expensive, whatever, it's up to you guys. But don't be afraid to reach out to each other. Here's the thing: you guys could be business mastermind for life, all of you guys. Where that, hey, you know what? 5 years from now, you might not talk to maybe Dave for a while, but Dave's going to remember you. Say, hey, can I ask you for a favor? Or how do you do that? That's lifelong friends.
Yeah, that's what that's what this is all about. And Thomas, I tried to call you the other night, but you didn't answer your damn phone.
Oh, well, you're 100% right. I can't stay away from that phone a lot, but I need to get so I answer it. Good point.
Well, you asked a question in the group, and I figured it was easier to pick up the phone and call you than it would be to type this. I hate typing.
And then I didn't answer. Oh my goodness. Yep.
Yeah, let's see. My phone number looks like a marketing number.
Yeah.
People see that 2000 and they just don't answer it because they think it's a marketer.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'll make sure I got that hotlined.
Yeah. Well, what you do is you just basically just put his name in there. I put JV2, Mr. Griff.
I don't do that very often unless I feel it's important enough or I need it. So,
yep.
People are usually surprised when they get a phone call from me.
Yep.
Usually not a good phone call.
Yeah. Just on the other end of the line.
Yeah, exactly right.
Because Skype is a bunch of crap sometimes. That's why sometimes you might make that phone call. That's just really what.
Well, I hate typing. I really do. And,
I hate what I need to say. I told you before. If I have something about or somebody or whatever, I'd rather we work it out online inside a Google Chat or on a Skype thing. Sometimes people just don't want to do it. I don't know why. Well, some of them they're better behind a typing.
I can hide.
You can find that. But here's the thing: you want to be very camera out there. You're gonna make more money being in front of the camera and make a ton of videos than you ever will be behind typing. People, why do you think libraries are free and movies and speaking and all this other stuff cost you money? Audiobooks cost you money.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So
you're exactly right.
I didn't ask questions and then live and yes.
Yeah, because I got to run too.
Yeah, it's a great show. Another great show. I mean, people should be on here. Dave's on today, but a lot of people have missed out. I'm serious.
Yeah, I had to call my dad in South Africa quickly about something, but I definitely showed up.
Well, I don't know what happened to Dan, but he hasn't been around in a while. I haven't heard from him either. So I don't know.
Sometimes you guys got to reach out to Dan. Say, hey, Dan, are you going to be there? You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
then just hit him PM. Say, hey, just friendly reminder, and just in case Jim doesn't start it, I'll have it start at 3 o'clock.
I will tell you that I think Dan is suffering from. I think he's suffering from lack of performance. He has high expectations. He wants things to be produced. He wants what he's producing to produce more,
Right.
Faster, better. The internet don't work that way. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, he jumped on as an affiliate for a couple of the launches. He's got a small list, but he's trying. And God bless him. I mean, that's the way you do it. But when it comes up crickets, so what? You rinse and repeat it.
Gotta keep on going. Look, guys, I went in the beginning. I bullshit you. I was starting off maybe at 60 cents or $1.35 a day on CPA offers. Okay, I had to start somewhere, and that was maybe 6-7 months. Okay, I'm making $1.35, $2.85. That's like shit money, and I'm putting in 8-10 hours. But you got to keep on tweaking and tweaking and figuring this out. Sooner or later, it does click. I promise you. Because what it is basically, if I keep on hitting this desk a million times, do you think it's going to break? Hell yeah. Something's going to happen. Either my hand's going to shatter or this is going to break. And
that's why he put that post in the group when he was worried. He was wondering. He thought we were holding back secrets on ranking videos. There's no secrets, and there ain't nobody in here holding anything back. If there's a secret to anything, it's aged YouTube accounts. I mean, that's a huge secret. But I can tell you that I have not used SendWire, and I have not used any of the tools in agency to rank a video in damn near 6 months. I haven't had to. I mean, I haven't had a client that's needed me to supercharge a video lately. But if I did, that's the first channel that would go on. And I'd run it through my stuff, and I'd run it through SendWire, and then bang, she'd be there on page 1.
You can buy
a SendWire for agency.
Huh?
Do you have a SendWire for agency, Griff?
Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Oh, so I run it through my stuff first, and then I run it through, because I have SendWire, so I just run it through SendWire. So.
And then here's the thing: the lower the hanging fruit is on a keyword, the more you can rank. It's like brain surgery. And a lot of times these new products, you catch it 6 months ahead, where before anybody else does, you start getting it already ranked. It's gonna stay up there for a while.
Yeah, and see that's why I don't do launch jacking, and I don't do promo videos, and push the shit out of them on my YouTube channel, because that's the fastest way to get your channel taken down.
Right.
Really? I'm glad you told me that.
Well, you're thinking about launch jacking?
Multiple channels. You got to do multiple channels. See, when I was at that time where I had to do launch jacking because I wasn't making no money at $1.35, you had to figure this shit out or anything. So what I would do is that's why I had so many channels, and most of them are still existing to this day. I think some of them were taken down, but I haven't went through them. But You name your channel the same name is what you're going for. You know, you guys know what to do, and I think you're not sure. YouTube it. Everything's on YouTube. There's more information on YouTube than I even know.
Yeah. Don't do anything on your good channel that you're going to be sorry for.
Yes.
Or
My
take
marketing videos, 90% of my personal marketing videos, the ones I put on my sales pages and everything else, they're all listed as unlisted. They're not even public.
Gotcha.
Because I don't want to lose my channel. And I make them public, then I'm broadcasting the fact that I'm marketing. No, thank you. So my sales videos, my personal sales page videos are all unlisted. Every one of them. None of them are public.
Right.
If I want one public, then I'll put one out there public, but otherwise, no. So.
Where does that come from? Knowing enough people actually jerk them around to give and cause them problems. If you get caused enough problems like we have, you kind of get a little bit skittish.
Yeah, I do things to protect my ass first.
No, but you're not doing that right now because you haven't got beat up as bad as we have. And trust me, we got beat up real bad. I have scars, and you know what? I turn my back. You see probably over 100 knives in my back. Griff knows what I mean.
Oh yeah.
That's welcome to the internet marketing thing. I've been very nice to people. All the people that throw these knives, I've had them on my shows. I've sent them tons of money. And you know what? When they see a little stepper that they get used as a stepping stone, trust me, they'll go for it.
Oh yeah.
They really will. Be careful for the people that are sometimes under you, because there's a lot of jealousy, because they will think that you're, especially if they think you're a rising star or they can do what you can do. I mean, you'll be surprised. I mean, some of the people that you thought were friends and you did everything for them, bam, another one in your back.
The one thing that nobody likes in the JV world is a competitor.
Mm-hmm.
That's your worst enemy.
Yes, that's why I was attacked majorly, was because the tall snail gets hit first. I'm always on every freaking video. I've probably done thousands of videos. Everybody knows me. That's why I had 24,000 people that liked my thing, my thing. And that thing was actually taken down, the 23,000. I'm going to try to get it back. Somebody actually said something, and now I have to try to get that Facebook link back up. And Griff and I kind of think not who it was.
No.
But the whole thing is that now I'm in that summit where I have to try to get it back. That's what's going to go on. You will get pigs or jerks or idiots that will try to take you down, and there's nothing you can do about it. They will do it because they're just they're just bad. There's no rhyme or reason. Why does somebody go out there and throw a balloon filled with urine or feces at somebody? You know what I'm saying? Because they're nuts.
Yeah, a lot of nuts in our world. In the IM, more nuts in the IM.
You got many more nuts, aren't there? There's many more nuts. I mean, you have no idea. They're just, it's crazy. And you know what? The reason they're so nutty is because they're not making any money.
Yeah.
And then they kind of, they kick you down a couple pegs. Everybody starts noticing that. Oh, he did that, and he's a tough guy. Everybody likes the tough guy. And then if you don't defend yourself, which a lot of times I didn't, because there's no way you defend yourself against 10 bees or wasps, because you go like this, you're still going to get hit. Trust me. I've already been few of them, and I found out you can't win everything. The better way to do it is take them on a Skype thing or Google, but they'll never do that either.
The sales in JV Zoo on launches is drying up.
Yes.
They're not selling as much as they used to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Affiliates are not making as much money as they used to make.
Yes.
Because the pond is drying up. People are getting smarter.
Yeah.
And they're tired of buying the crap. Or even if you have shiny object syndrome, you're still getting gun shy. Yeah. So that's a big problem for a lot of guys. So, and that's why I'm taking my business a little different direction. I really want mainstream. I mean, the fastest I can get away from JV Zoo is tomorrow wouldn't be fast enough.
Wow.
I agree.
Yeah, seriously.
You have to have an exit strategy, guys. You have to have maybe the offline. I told you the offline business is great business.
That's still number one.
Yeah, it really, because you know, have no competition. Most guys are gun shy about trying to ask somebody for the business.
I could sell a local business a license to agency and let them hire a VA to run it. And I would make more money doing that than anything I could ever do on JVZoo. Because if that business owner can spend $500-600 a month to improve his business, I have all the tools to improve his business. Now he can either hire somebody to run it for him, or he can take the time to run it himself. And 9 times out of 10, and I'm really thinking that I'm going to hire a couple of VAs, and I'll sublet the work myself.
Everything you have in the
Brilliant idea. That's a brilliant idea. And
yeah, the house is built. I just need tenants.
Why not? That is something I'm going to toss around. That is, Dave, you need to think about that too. I really think that's a marketable, because nobody loses that way. Any business owner who can't take that and make actually a lot of money with it is not a smart business owner anyway.
No, on the front page, my sales page for agency is killer sales page. So there's no reason why.
Yeah.
And I just have not had the time, because I've always got my head up my ass worried about the next launch.
Well, you got to protect your health too. That's the other thing.
Protect my health. The launches are slowing down, but the business is not slowing down. Right. So I have to think of other angles to protect what I'm doing.
Your health is our most important asset.
You betcha.
Remember that. Your health. Without you and James, we're really where we were a long time ago. So we need to make sure you stay well. Big time.
Yeah. Big time. Unless I can find somebody to come up with about 60 grand, and I'll sell them my option and I'll get out of it.
Here's the thing, Thomas, and that's why I keep on saying over and over, you guys already know everything. What you need to do is just basically start implementing it.
Yeah.
We already gave you the things
you guys have it all just like I have it all. You don't have anything less than I have. Nothing. Yeah. Nothing less than I have. Think about it. You've got nothing less than I've got. No, you can't launch it. It's Zoo, but you can launch it in your neighborhood.
That's right.
As a service. Agency is a service to be sold. Social marketing, video marketing, it's all there. What the hell do you need somebody else's tool for?
So what you guys need to do is you need to partner up with each other. Start working as a combo team.
It does invoicing and billing. It does mass emailing. You can be running campaigns through it. There isn't anything it doesn't have. It's got a newsletter builder. Build a newsletter. Send your newsletters from agency. Run your business through agency. It does PayPal. It does recurring. All you got to do is send it. And it's a good-looking invoice. So there's nothing there. A guy doesn't need to run his own. You can base your livelihood on what agency can do for you. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts. It doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any worse. It's all there. Oh, is somebody else's stuff maybe a little more complete? Well, maybe for a little time. For a long time. Because we're always working on it. We're always changing it. We're always improving it. We're always doing something to it. And every once in a while, we break it. So,
yeah, that's right.
No, but that happens, you know. It just happens. And we've got SSLs on the server, so everything is as far as agency itself is concerned, it's all under an SSL. The new website for the Instagram thing is under an SSL, so it's HTTPS. I'm installing the SSL for the app tonight, so the app itself will be under an SSL. So it makes Google happy that everything is under SSLs. So we do everything, you know, I try and do everything I can do to make it better. But I make it better for me. If somebody wants to take advantage of it, God bless you. That's what it's there for. But if they don't, well, then they don't. I can't grab them and stick their head in a tank. I mean, I can't do it. I'd like to. There's a couple of guys that are part of this group I'd like to, but, you know, they're smart, they're intelligent, they've got the right ideas. They can't get their head out of their ass because they're focused on something else. Well, okay. We're all focused on something else. I mean, I've got a couple of things I would love to be able to spend an extra 50 or 60 hours on, like the Young Sports Stars thing. I would love to be able to give that an extra 20 hours this week and get it kicked off. I don't have time. I've got to get this done first. Video player's done. Instagram gets done. Next launch gets done, and then I'm back to the Sports Stars thing.
Wow.
Yeah, got to have something. Your pipeline's got to be full. The minute your pipeline dries up, you're out of business.
Very true. He said something major to you. Guys got to listen to that. Keep something in your pipeline going, otherwise your business dries up.
Yep. Got to have it. Pipeline's got to be full. It's always got to. It's just like you guys in offline marketing. You better have a dozen leads in the tube all the time, because 90% of them are going to fall out.
Yeah,
so you got to bank on that 10%. But if you're not keeping the funnel full, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. When I need to make an extra $500-600, I throw a product launch together and I mail my list. That's all I do. I spend 8, 10, 12 hours putting together a bunch of stuff that nobody's ever seen before, package it up, put it in a zip file, upload it to Amazon, send out an email. How easier can it be? That's how easy it is. It's just that easy. So, I don't know.
You guys can do the same thing. You make an hour video or 10 2-minute videos and sell a course, how to do something. Package it up, put it inside a membership site or whatever, and then sell for $14.95. You know, you got everything inside the agency. You do sales page or whatever you need to do. You know that.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. I'll tell you. I got, that's the other thing we're going to be doing. And that's on the upper third of the agenda for when my guys get back. Both of those page builders inside of agency are coming out. I'm scrapping both of those versions. The one developer for the blocks version has come out with a retail site, and they just got done with a bunch of enhancements. I've been following them for about the last 4 months. The script's going to cost me to upgrade the script $600. But it's coming out with what you guys will have available to you right out of the box will be 250 templates, block builders inside of it. So you will be able to see and build whatever the hell you want. Now, there was a block builder that was just launched last month, web page builder. Same script. I've owned that script for a year. But I haven't been upgrading it because I've been waiting for them to get this new version done. New version is done. So my guys have to cobble it in the agency. So it's going to take a week or so.
Gotcha.
But you'll be able to do any kind of an HTML site you want. Edit images, add video. You'll be able to do whatever you want to do. Timers, call to actions, buttons. New script has everything, and it's all working. I just got an email from them this morning. So I'm going to bite the bullet and get it.
Sweet.
Yeah. So that's the next step. We always got next steps. There's always something. Instagram's got me excited right now. So Instagram is my hot point.
Well, it's funny that you said that because like my other half, she was like trying to figure out how to use it on her phone, trying to figure out how to use it on the laptop. And if this tool is kind of like one of those things which is simplified and easy to use, I'm pretty sure it'll be good for the market.
Yeah, it'll be. But I need some of you in there and testing it, fooling around with it. I was just notified that James sent in his registration.
Yeah, that's the difference. I hope you guys already registered, because see, that's the difference between an entrepreneur and an employee.
Well, you got to remember the system sends me an email when you register.
All right, I'll get that registered.
You guys got to, and if you guys didn't register by now, ask yourselves why not.
Yeah.
So that's how I know who does what, because it tells me who does what. I don't have to guess.
It's one thing that I do with Griff, and this is how it is. You always, whatever you say you're going to do, make sure you do. That's it.
Where do you register at? Where do you register this at?
At the bottom.
At the bottom.
Test.
Oh, right down. Oh, do it right here.
There's a client login thing right there. Just do a client login, and it'll register. There's a button there. Try it today. 7 day, 3 days free trial, whatever the hell it is.
Yep. So just go on the. Yep.
Just fill it out.
Well,
Yeah, because I don't. I'm trying to test the emails and what's going and what's coming. I mean, I know what I'm getting, but I don't know if the other side is getting what they need to be getting.
Right.
I tried to do a password reset this morning. That seems to be working. Obviously it's not ready to be released to the public yet. I mean, as far as functioning, it functions fine. I just don't know if some of the internal stuff is really working yet. So,
right.
Here's a thing for you guys, and this will help you too. Trust me, you'll thank me later. After you mess around with it, for whatever, make a 5-minute video. Okay, see, it's a real piece of it, and trust me, you'll thank me later on. Make a 5-minute video of it actually explaining how it works. By you explaining how it works, if you're able to teach it, then you know it.
It's so easy to make this thing work. I mean, it really is. What's going to happen if you already have an Instagram account and you go to log into Instagram? Instagram's going to block it. So you go to Instagram, log in, so you're on your account. Send in the request again. It's going to ask you if it's really you coming from that phone. Just say yes, and that's all you need. It hooks you right up. So once you get past their verification, you're all good to go.
Sweet.
Yeah, pretty easy stuff.
All right. Well, let's go dancing.
Yeah, I got to get back to work. So.
Well, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, James.
James, we'll talk to you later, partner. Tom, don't forget to record this thing or save it somewhere so we got it.
All right. Oh, how do you do that? Let's see. Whoops.
Well, it's recording anyway, so YouTube should be saving it anyway, I think.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Good. I'll double check and make sure. Thanks, y'all. Right. I will talk to everybody later. Bye.
Cool. See you guys.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.